What is up, people? Welcome back to the EsportsXO Championship League Season 1, Day 5. Today, we are going to have the third placement match that is going to be played between Godlike on one side and AWH Leos on the other side. Again, it's going to be a best of five. Both the teams almost joined in over here. A delay of a couple more minutes here and there. Till then, I'd like to introduce my co-caster Mridul. Can you take us through the schedule for today? And then we are going to talk about the team rosters as well. What's going to happen? What are we expecting? And then we'll dive right into the match.
Well, yes, talking about the roster and schedules here. So, talking about the first of all schedule, third placement match is going to be played between 8WH and Godlike. First match will be on Summit, and that will be Hardpoint for you. This is the fourth match starting in couple of minutes. Well, after that, we're gonna see firing range in SND, that is Search and Destroy, and the third match Standoff, that will be Domination. So guys, this will be there if there is a 3-0 coming up, or after that we can see Raid with which is also gonna be on Hardpoint, and the last but not the least, Hackney Yard coming up again. We saw yesterday Hackney Yard introduced in the tournament for the first time, and for the second time it is also coming up again in the last decider match, if there will be a decider coming up. Hackney Yard on Search and Destroy. Now let's talk about one more thing that is there for sure, and that will be brackets here. So brackets, talking about the brackets, we saw in semifinals that RNT India won against 8WH Leos and straightforward gone into the grand finals, and from the match of 3RB squad versus GodL, 3RB just got away with that match from a 3-0 against GodL and got to the finals. So now we'll be seeing the third placement match today that will be played between 8WH and GodL, and the grand finals that will be on day after tomorrow. So just stay there for guys, because grand finals are coming up day after tomorrow. And talking about the squad rosters, Gamepreneur, can you just let us through the squad rosters?
Yes, definitely. So, Godlike coming up with Godlike, Mino, Lesra, Vortex, Prism, and Dante. Already talking about this guy, especially. Godlike Lesra had been performing very good in the previous matches. He was the MVP in two of the three matches, as far as I remember. Yes, and definitely he's on a roll. However, Mridul, before this, before yesterday's match, Godlike was totally undefeated. However, they got crushed by 3RB in yesterday's match, and that's why they are here in the lower bracket. That is the third placement point position. However, not a bad streak to have in a tournament. You won all your matches, you lost in the semifinals. That's pretty good, I guess. Of course, you couldn't qualify to the finals, but this is also something because, again, people in the EXO Championship League, which we are having right now, 16 teams came over, 8 Indian teams and 8 international teams. Although all of them top tier teams, they've competed and reached this far. On the other hand, talking about 8WH Leos, they've got freedom in the lobby over here. We have Leos 420, who has quite a fan following as well. All the chat goes crazy with 420's clutches and stuff. Red Flicks over here from Team Leos. On the other hand, we have Great Elijah and ENC Flick coming up as the last two guys from AWH Leos. As we saw, again, a peculiar story coming in. AWH Leos had won from Revenant's international roster and qualified to the semifinals, where they lost from Revenant's Indian roster, and now they are here fighting it out for the third place battle. Yet again, people, the prize pool is 200 USD. Whoever wins this match gets $25 out of that share. So that is also quite a pool over there, and definitely something to fight out for. It's going to be a best of five format. If we see all the five matches, already my co-caster Mridul has explained you about all the formats, which one we're going to have. Let me repeat it for you. It's going to be Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, Domination, Hardpoint, and once again, a Search and Destroy game. Mridul, of course, if you remember, Hackney Yard will be played today in the SND game. The mode is going to be SND. Yesterday, we had the Ninja Diffuse coming in at the end, due to which we had AWH Leos getting out of the tournament, where their opponents, Revenant Esport, got a 2-mark lead. They were very competitive over there. The match went on to a 2-2 situation in the final game at the raid map. they got eliminated just by a couple of points over there. So definitely they are in good form. What are you expecting of both the teams? Godlike on one hand, undefeated till yesterday, and on the other hand, Leos gave a tough fight to their opponents in their yesterday's game in the semifinals. Both strong teams. What are you up to, and what are you expecting today?
Well, yes, talking about the 8WH match that happened against Revenant Esports India roster, that was quite a well match. Talking about the first match, difficulty, a different thing happened in the first match, that they used a UAV that was against the rules.
Right.
Because of that, they lost the first match, or I must say, first map of the 5 games that gonna be played, and that is why that was one main reason kicking them off from the tournament to the third place match, and that is why they lost 3 versus 2. And talking about Revenant Esports, after winning that first match, they lost 2 matches also against AWHOs. Still, they came back in the last match, and that is why they had a treat of winning and placing towards the grand finals. While talking about Godlike and 3RB squad, Godlike was dominantly defeated by 3RB squad, and 3RB squad was playing really well in the first 2 matches. But talking about the last match yesterday, Godlike is in form. They showed their power in the domination part of the game yesterday that was shown, and yes, they can really come back in the games that are going to come up today. Now let's talk about the lobby. We are seeing right now the players are ready for the match. Can we go to the lobby and just wait for them? They'll be joining back soon, and yes, we'll be coming back.
Well, here we go, people. The first game of the afternoon starting out right here. Hardpoint is going to be the mode, and the map is going to be the ice cold, very chilly summit coming up. Again, the mode Hardpoint. So the first Hardpoint always comes up at the control room. Let's see which team goes there first and gets control of the Hardpoint. In the beginning, on the red side, on the Gorilla squad, we'll be having a team Godlike, and on the other hand, we'll be having Leos moving in. Already the utilities coming up. The left side entry to the control room is trying to be blocked over there. The poison gas has been deployed and as well, and Godlike reaches it first, already collecting those early points over there, 4 or 5, and now the hard point has been contested. Both the teams standing out over here. Coming in from the other side is Leo, just sliding in, getting those kills and confirming the hard point for a fraction of a second. They got 2 points, but that won't matter in the longer run. You need to clear out your opponents over here. 7-5. Definitely Leo's coming up with the lead over there, but however, Godlike again returns from their spawns, and now they are giving a tough fight to this team. 9-5 is the score. Both the teams not letting go of that outpoint, and that's the competition we are talking about, people. This is the third placement point. Whoever wins this gets a prize pool of $25 plus the position of being third in the EsportsXO Champions League. As of now, the first hard point, still 10 seconds on the clock. However, look at the score middle. It hasn't moved. Often we see a score of around 20-21 for at least a single team in the first hard point, but this time we only have reached 12 and 10 up. Now we have 17 and 10. What do you think of this? Will this match be extended to probably a 6-7 hard point, maybe?
Well, yes, exactly. This match is going take to take right now. We can see GodL taking up those frags and getting those hardpoint points. The seconds are going up on the clock, and Leo's 420 coming up for a trade on Mino. Elgar gets Lezra. 70-21. Hardpoint is actually neutralized right now. Both the teams. Okay, so again, GodL gets that hardpoints. Clock is ticking in, but the hardpoint is now going towards team AWH Leos. AWH Mishal, we can see here, getting those frags for the team. Lezra just jumped down, but Mishal was ready there and gets that frag for the team. Meanwhile, you can see Freedom getting picked off. GodL Prism with that amazing rockets. Get those 2 frags. Leo's 420 coming up with a trade on Prism. Gets that frag down right now. GodL Vortex got Leo's 420, and now the hardpoint score has come up towards 31-27. Now we can see GodL is getting on towards 27, but AWH Leo's on the 35 points. Now GodL has got last 5 seconds on that hardpoint. Okay, the hardpoint gets logged on 35-30.
Well, yes, in the last few seconds, Leo's definitely got that lead, but this lead can easily be nullified over there. 37-30. They've got the next platform as well. That's the cabin car platform. Again, a closed and compact room, which is the specialty of almost all the hard points in Summit, except the open control room, which is quite a large area. Except of that, all the other three hard points come up in a very narrow space, which makes it even more difficult for the teams to defend it. However, as of now, exactly that happening over here, because Godlike was able to take back the hard point. They just snatched it over. Now the Annihilator comes in as well. 2 kills with those Annihilator. 54-45. They are covering up that lead, and I think they'll be reaching it soon. Still 20 seconds, under 20 seconds left on the clock, and that can easily give them a decent 10-15 point lead over here. 54-50 coming up, almost there over there. Now the next hard point coming up, and then we already have AWH Leos right on point. Only a couple of them will be fighting out for this hard point. Rest of them already moving out, and Godlike realizing that as well. Their teammates move out to the next hard point. They've done the job in the previous one. Now they get to hold the next one as well, and if they get the chance to hold for at least 30-40 seconds, that is almost 50+% in the next hard point, they are definitely gonna end up around 80-90 points. That's gonna be very crucial for this point. So overall, we've seen the first hard point was totally contested, only a few kills coming up, but now after the second hard point, the third and fourth was in control of Godlike, and now Leo's again getting back the control. 72-73. That war machine won't let the people from Godlike enter the side. Once again, the narrow point of the hard point is being taken advantage of by AWH Leos. They're throwing away all those war machine shots here and there and trying to just push back Godlike from entering the spot, and that's exactly what they are doing over here. 98 in a couple of seconds. They'll be reaching 100 as well. With that, Godlike going ahead, going back in the point system over there. However, two more hard point, at least three more hard point might come over here, because once again, the next hard point is going to be of the control room. And as we've seen in the first hard point, if the score slows down in the control room area, then it's definitely going to be good for Godlike. Otherwise, if Leos can continue their streak, which they are doing it over here, they are definitely going to hold up that. But as I was speaking over there, Godlike has come up over here, taking charge of the hard point. The control room is totally in their control. 80 point, a 20 point, a 15 point lead, which is now down to only a mere 10-point lead. That's going to be not much easy to defend. AWH Leos will have to make a move over here. Otherwise, Godlike could probably go into a lead as well. Overall, middle, we are seeing a very neck-to-neck match. None of the teams giving it away for free to the other team. This is a competition we are talking about, almost leveling up the score at this point. Godlike versus Leos.
Well, exactly. Both the teams are real good right now. We can see 8WH Leos coming up with those 6 points on the scoreboard and now getting the hard point. But Godlike is not losing it. They are going for the equalizer right now. They are looking for those 8 points that can come up, but only 2 points in this hard point. Now the next hard point will decide who will win this exactly. Who gonna get the first map of the game that we are witnessing right now between Godlike versus AWH Leos. Shots fire right now. We can see 1 kill coming up from Leos 420, but GodL Vortex takes up that trade and got one more frag for the team. 120 to 115. GodL getting those points. They are right now securing that hard point on the narrow edge right now, getting those hard point owed for themselves, and now they are taking up that lead. This hard point is the decider right now. 150 points is the target, and we can see right now they are being damaged by that thing. GodL Dante gets a frag on red flags, but Vortex with that annihilator kills. Vortex and Elgar are damaging the team right now with annihilator, but gets picked up. Mino gets down right now. 121 is to 134. 135 is the point for Godlike. We can see a comeback right now from AWH Leos if they cover up this hard point real well. They are trying to take those frags, but not letting Godlike take to the victory right now. 141 is the score right now. 8 seconds on the clock. One more point I think will be left after this round, or might be okay. 5 points are left right now for Godlike. Okay, 4 points left. 122 is to 146. Hard point has been locked. What's the next prediction for you, Gamepreneur?
Well, yes, in the last couple of seconds, Leos was able to somehow manage it out over there. However, they'll not get any chance to breathe over there. Godlike has come up at 148, and meanwhile, they have already crossed the mark over there. 2 more seconds, 2 more points. With that, they've already secured the 150 mark over there. So overall, a slow start for Godlike in the match in the beginning of the round. However, as we went ahead, as we proceeded inside the match, they've got the acceleration they needed. They've got those skills. They got hold of the hard point, and eventually, at one point, overtook AWH Leos, and eventually got to the target as well. With that, the first match coming in favor of Godlike Esports. However, people, a best of 5 series, so that's the format. Many opportunities for both the teams. AWH Leos definitely will be under some kind of a pressure over here, but the next game is gonna be search and destroy. That means no respawn. Maybe that is the opportunity AWH is waiting for. I already see Mashal over here. He was playing in this game as well. He's pretty good at those search and destroy, especially. So yeah, let's see what happens. AWH Leos definitely lagging behind, but it was just the first game. Also, as Godlike has already shown their trouble in the previous game, that is in the semifinals, they lost 3-0 to 3RB. That thing is completely forgotten by all the teammates over there, because I don't see any kind of a trouble coming in for Godlike Esports. They started slow, but they knew what they were doing. Eventually, converted the round pretty easily. As I already mentioned, people, before the semifinals, these guys were completely undefeated. Not one team winning even one single round against Godlike. So that's a pretty good reputation that they are holding on to. And let's see if they can carry forward today. A good start to the game, 1-0 in lead. Godlike Esports, the second game coming up. Let's head back to the lobby, and as soon as the players get ready, we'll be right back with the second game. Well, people, here we are with the second game of the evening. The maps is going to be the beautiful firing range, and the mode is going to be search and destroy, as I've already mentioned. Team AWH Leo is pretty good with this map. They've already played a couple of games in this very tournament before this. So yeah, let's see what do they bring into the table as the match starts. People, I'd like to make a strong announcement over here. EXO Esports stands strong with the COVID warriors in the tough times which we all, the entire world, is facing right now. EsportsXO supports all the COVID warriors. They've been fighting, giving their life for the safety of others. So make sure we would like to just urge you to stay indoors, stay tight, and yeah, take care of your families. Now, just getting back to the game, a 4v3 position coming in right now. Let's see what happens. It has been equalized, although a 3v3 position. Right now, the attackers still not planted the bomb, but now, as I speak, there goes the bomb plant coming in a 2v3 position. Attackers have got one, but the trade comes in now. It's a 2v2. However, some trouble for the defenders for sure because the clock is now ticking not in their favor. Peaks one, takes the wall bang. He could have got that one, survives. The other guy survives
Whoa.
at 10 HP, but a good angle being held by the attacker. And with that, they got the plant, they got those kills. No chance for a defuse over there. 1-0 in favor of AWH Leos, and they definitely need this one, Mridul, because of course they've lost the previous game. They need to win this one in order to get to a good position in the overall best of five format. A 1-1 position probably coming up over here, but of course it's too early to predict. It's just one round. Godlike on the defense, on the attacking, we have AWH Leos, the second round in the search and destroy map starting right now.
Well, yes, exactly. Right now, we're seeing Leo's 420 again with that chopper gun that is famous for right now. We can see taking damage onto himself, but getting those frags for the team. 1 minute 30 seconds of the clock. The plant needs to be planted till the time of 30 seconds. Elgar has been spotted by Mino and gets taken down because he was throwing down. He did not have the angle of Mino, and Mino did spot him and got shots fired on towards him. One player down from the attacker side. That will be Elgar, and right now we can see Thick Boy just waiting for those frags on the A side, just looking for the skills that he can get on the A side so the team can straight forward to go toward the B side. We can see Mino taking another frag, one player taking up two frags, but now the trade comes in. Redflix takes up GodL Mino, and we have seen Redflix clutching that round, the first round on the attacker side, and we can see getting him frags for himself in the second round also. We can see 40 seconds on the clock right now. Prism taken down by Freedom. Okay, Prism takes down Freedom right now, and now the score has been cannot be equalized right now because attackers are only on the two side. Okay, Thickboy gets one kill. Okay, the score can be equalized from the defender side because we can see a plant can come up easily right now, but player number 1 and player number 3, Lezra and Prism are real close. Lezra gets a frag on Thickboy. Redflix is quite low, and Lezra gets that second kill also. So the score has been equalized, and now we can see Gamepreneur 1-1.
Is definitely in this round something peculiar going out over there because in the first round, the attackers, that is Leos, went all in. However, in this round, they held back at the wood huts in the start of the map, at the spawn side of the map, and there they lost one of their guy. Already had a disadvantage over there, which Godlike was able to convert till the end. So definitely, let's see if they are gonna stay at the with the same strategy in this round as well, or they are gonna make slight of a change over here. They're definitely Red Fix moving out over there, standing, and they have taken a peek over there, going towards the mid side. However, again, overall, they are holding back, not going for a quick rush over there. Sprays down over there. That was a blind spray going out over there, but couldn't take anyone down. Tagged
Ooh.
a bit and over there. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have got two attackers getting taken down. This strategy, as I already mentioned, somewhere causing some kind of an issue for AWH Leos because Godlike are pretty strong at those mid areas. They are getting the sniper bullets through those huts and taking these guys down. A 5v2 position down
Whoa.
to only the last 1 minute. That's going to be very tough. Another guy gets taken down with that. Leo standing at the last guy, which gets converted as well. Godlike looking very strong in those last round with their good defense. I think AWH Leos should make a change and maybe probably go for an early commitment on either of the sides because holding back at the mid side is not helping their cause over here. Let's see the the fourth round starting out over here. And this time again a
Whoa!
commitment coming up. Oh my god, a 3K coming in by Godlike Esports. They are not letting anyone come to the side. This time again, once again, AWH Leos already falling apart and the Godlike looking super strong in the defense. Last guy standing and they're just taking blind sprays overall over here. 3v1 position coming up, people. It's gonna be very messed up for AWH Leos. Well, a 1v3 clutch is possible, but
Whoa!
something extraordinary must come up from the other side, from the attacking side, in order to get that clutch. Let's move on. Yes, he has already spotted. He has a hint of where the other guy is spotting, trying to figure out where this guy is on the other end. He's just saying still getting low over there. All the three sides are almost being covered over there. There's no space left for the guy to come out. And with that, Godlike confirms the final kill, looking super strong in the defense. With that, the score becomes 3-1. The fifth round gonna start. This is gonna be the last round in the first half. So yeah, let's see. They've already AWH Leos started pretty well on the attacking side, but Godlike definitely showing their skills on the mid side of the map, especially. And as I've already mentioned, two of their players have their favorite map mentioned as firing range. So definitely hours of grind coming up and becoming being shown over here. Meanwhile, this time the attackers coming towards the B side, already rushing in. Look at that fast plant coming in. Godlike, one player defending the B side, gets taken down. The second guy also gets taken down. With that, a 5v3 position, and that's what Leos had to do. Maybe a couple round back would have done better. But again, it's never too late to start a 5v2 position. The bomb has already planted. This is going to be very, very tough. Godlike standing on the last guy. With that, finishing the first half with a good win. The score becomes 3-2. Godlike coming up on attack, and Leos goes to the defense.
Well, yes, exactly. Now the scores have been 3-2 in the first half of the match. Now coming up the second half, GodL is attacking and we can see AWH Leos defending. We have seen AWH Leos trying up the different strat after the first round and that did not work for them for straight 3 rounds, and now after they came up with the same strat in the last round, they did well. Freedom getting up Prism in the first and getting that first frag for the team. Prism gets taken down. Now we can see a 5 versus 4 coming up. Lesra taking up that damage, but now shooting up the PP19. Okay, Mino with that cover up, and right now he gets one frag onto Freedom. Elgar picks up the Lesra, and here comes 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock. We can see defenders head with one more player extra. 4 versus 3 coming up. Elgar gets shot down through the truck. A ball back coming up for the team, but we can see Dante fighting it all for the planter right now. Dante gets one, but Red Flakes again with that 1 versus 2 picks up 2 players from GodL, and Dante can be seen by him. 1 versus 3, and the bomb is gonna get planted. The team is already over. We can see GodL losing the 6th round, and the scores have been equalized. Gamepreneur.
Well, yes, Leo's coming back strong in the first round as they attack over here. 4 more rounds to go. The score has definitely been equalized, but overall, Leo's in some kind of pressure because people, let me remind you again, it's a best of 5 out of which the first game has already been won by Godlike Esports. So in order to get the series at a 1-1 position, Leos should ideally win this one. Let's see. They're not far from winning, but both the teams are very, very competitive. And again, in the previous round, in the previous match, we already saw the closeness of this competition coming up. None of the teams letting the other one take it home easily. They'll have to fight out with all they've got in order to get that win. With that, the first frag already coming out. Godlike Esport looking good this time, going on the attacking side. Sorry, going the attackers going for the plant over there. With that, a 5v4 position. What do you think, Mridul? Will this be the turning point? Will this go for a 2-point lead in favor of either of the teams? Because if they go for the trades like 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, then it's definitely gonna be in favor of Leos. Otherwise, someone will have to break that streak over there in order to get the win.
Well, exactly, meaning Mino getting up those first frags that are needed for Godlike, that is taking up the rounds for Godlike. We can see Mino getting up those 2Ks or 3Ks for the team, and the team wins that round. So exactly, Mino being the exact player for entering the team onto a side, and that's why they are winning that round. Meanwhile, we can see now they're going for B straight into words, but Planter is going for the A side. We can see Vortex coming up the player, but he's just holding back onto the spawn right now. Okay, Fluigins has been connected once again. again, but a shot coming up from Vortex gets down. Okay, Leo's 420 has been taken out, but Mino with that awesome grenade onto Elgar gets taken down. B side can be emptied really easily. Vortex once again with that sniper comes up with the frag, but Freedom holding up that warehouse gets that frag onto Team GodL, and Lesra takes down. Okay, Dante takes up Freedom onto the warehouse, and the plant is going to be on the A side. Only one player surviving from Red Flex, and he's gonna try for that retake onto the A side. Meanwhile, we can see Mino
Well
real
done.
close to the player, and he gets taken down. Red Flex not clutching up this round, and GodL taking up the match point, and now we can see only 1 point left for GodL to win the second map.
Well, yes, they are going pretty strong. Once again, a 3v1 position coming up in the end that was quite easily utilized by Godlike Esport. Once again, Red Flags moving in towards the B side to probably hold on this one. They'll need to hold on to this one. Otherwise, giving a team like Godlike a 2-0 lead, you are going to be under immense pressure. Going for a peek. Spots one, takes the shot, misses it by a fraction of a second. Well, you'll have to be staying on your top game over here. Otherwise, it's going to be game over. Meanwhile, the defenders spread out throughout the map. Two guys standing at the left side. God like Mino trying to make a way into the B side. Well, there's no call been given yet. So let's see where do Godlike decide to go for that plant. Currently, the bomb is still with them. 1 minute, 10 seconds on the clock. That's plenty of time. Coming up with the first frag. The second
Whoa!
frag comes up along with it. With the other trade comes in. Godlike at 4. Still a man advantage over there. Trying to move in at the A side. But the bomb is still not planted. Well, there's plenty of time. They can get a few more clearance and then probably could be heading for that beautiful plant. One guy has already crept in and he is at the side. The trophy system will be deployed. All the utilities will be taken
Whoa!
care of. A spray going on at the warehouse, but he gets taken down. Godlike loses one of their guy, a 2v3 position. The bomb has been planted. This could be going in favor of either of the team. Definitely Leo's coming up. However, now the bomb has been planted. Gets another one. Now Godlike at the last guy gets down. And with that, Leo's surviving this one. They will get that easy defuse coming up with plenty of time left. Godlike gets loses this round, and this round it goes in favor of AWH. Leo so still surviving in the 6 target game. Once again, Godlike staying on the same side on the attacking side, and Leos will be going on the defense. However, people after this, if this goes to a 5-5 point, we'll be having a switch of sides, and that will be favoring Godlike Esports once again because they were pretty good on those defending side. Well, both of the teams had equalized, so but however, Godlike was leading while they were defending. So yeah, that makes me think might be a good opportunity, even if it goes to a 5-5 for Godlike Esport. However, Godlike will not want it to push to the last moment. They'll try to win this round and get to the 6 point mark and win it now directly. Let's see. On the other hand, Leo staying strong over there, trying to defend. 3 of their guys deployed at the A side, trying to stop the plant at this position. The snipers going in, takes one down. Leo's again losing one of their guy and simultaneously losing the second as well and the third as well. This is chaos for AWH Leos. Only 2 guys left. The last guy standing, caught at the mid side once again. Godlike not giving any chance. A 2-0 win coming up for these guys on the attacking side. We had Godlike Esport in the second half, easily converting this game as well. AW Leos were playing good in the attacking side, but on the defense, somewhere something was missing out over there, which the Godlike Esports team definitely took advantage of. Three continuous points with that reached the 6 point mark, easily converting this one. With that, people, the best of 5 has been reached to a 2-0 situation in favor of Godlike Esports. If they won the third match, then it's game over. It's a 3-0 win-win for Godlike. On the other hand, Leos is a great team, definitely in the semifinals as well. They gave great competition to Revenant Esports, pulling the match till the last match in the best of 5. However, let's see if they can do the same magic once again. Godlike versus Leos. Let's head back to the lobby, and as the third game gets ready, we'll be right back with the match. Well, here we are, people. Possibly with the last game of the afternoon. Godlike Esport leading a 2-0 win over here. AWH Leos. This is the time to perform. We've got a lot of fan following. Stay put to it. Let's see what happens. The mode is going to be domination. The map is going to be standoff starting right now. You've got three sides. You know the rules. You know the point system. Take the domination points, collect points, and eventually who
Whoa.
reaches the 150 mark, he or that team
Whoa.
is going to be winning this one. A couple of frags coming up on the tank side, the chopper being used from the roof side over here. However, the point in favor of AWH Leos once again, but a 1 point mark is nothing to count as such. Let's wait to the point when the score reaches 50 plus, and then we'll have some kind of an eagle eyes views of what's happening and which is the team who is leading over here. As of now, a couple of frags coming in, the trades coming in on all the side. Three guys pushing in from AWH Leos, going for that B side over there. Could be possibly getting this one. Yes, they are trying to get that one. The A side getting retaken back. However, two side still in favor of godlike esports, and that's why they are now boosting up their point system over there. 12 is to 11. The B side is going to be very tough to capture over there. A lot of grenades and utilities being spent in order to protect that B side from the coverage from either of the teams. 15 is to 13. One side, the B side, as of yet, it has been neutralized. None of the team getting their hands on it. On the other hand, A side and C side being taken care of by the respective teams. Meanwhile, AWH Leos coming in with a triple kill with a fourth one as well. A couple of frags on the mid side as well. With that, the score streak will definitely get activated in a couple of minutes. Let's see till then. The score definitely going in pretty strong. We have two sides
Whoa.
now in favor of AWH, that is looking red. A and B side both in control of AWH Leos. On the other hand, we have Godlike still trying to find out the way where they can collect those points. They are lagging, but a 4 point lag is nothing as of now. Let's see, AWH Leos pretty good, looking pretty good, have control of two of those sides. B side still getting fought back for both of the teams. Let's see who gets proper control of that first. Mid side in the standoff map is very complicated. Lot of angles to watch out over there, especially the rooftop on the other side, then the tank side on the other side. It becomes very tough to take full control for a long period of time. However, as of now, AWH Leo is definitely working their magic, and this is definitely needed because, as I said, people, Godlike is leading with a 2-0 mark. If Leos loses this one, it's game over for these guys. Midul, what do you think? The score almost equalized over there for 15-point lead, however, taken by AWH Leos. Do you think they are
Whoa.
going to come back from this point, which is desperately getting needed for this team, or else do you think Godlike is just gonna carry forward and a slow start, but eventually they'll catch up to the other team?
Well, yes, exactly. This is a slow start for GodL, but they are taking up those points. 4 to 5 points coming up and breaking those lead. But they have got a 15 to 20 point lead, and that is gonna work for exactly in the end. We're gonna see something else. After the half point, we'll be getting to predict really good. We can see 44 points being taken up for the team GodL. They have lost the lead. They are covering up B side. C side is already with the GodL, and now they're trying their level best to take up that B side so they can get those frags in the first target right now. Only 2 points left for the first target, and we can see 75 points up for Team AWH Leos.
Well, yes, a 75-point mark. But what I saw, what I observed over here, Godlike definitely was catching up to AWH Leos. At one point, they had almost a 30-point lag, but they brought it down to now almost a 25-point. Well, that's not as bad as it seems. There's still time for these guys. Godlike giving their best in order to take the control back. On the other hand, if the AWH Leos stays up and just makes makes collects those points consistently, it's gonna be pretty easy for them because they've already got a good lead over there. As of now, 50 to 80 point, roughly an 80 point, yes, a 30-point lead for AWH Leos. Going for those trails at the mid side, all the windows getting covered over there. The Predator missile, the Annihilator, every score streak will definitely get activated slowly and steadily. However, with that, we have the lead coming up in favor of AWH Leos. Godlike, if you want to take this home right now, right here, trying time for a comeback. On the other hand, AWH Leos in even more pressure because, as I've already mentioned a couple of times, 2-0 is the current situation. They need to win this one in order to prolong the match series. As of now, let's see what happens. The score becomes 60 is to 90, 91 over here. Still, the 30-point mark, the 30-point difference is being carried forward by Leos, and which will definitely be working in their favor for sure. Because of course they know this, they have the lead. Play on trade. If the other team gets a point, you get a point, and that will eventually work out pretty well for these guys. A 100-point mark lead. The team already reaching the other side, and now a 150 mark is not that far. Rhythm, you can see the lead slowly and steadily increasing, in fact, in favor of AWH Leos. At one point they had only a 25-30 point lead, which now has been extended to roughly a 40-point lead as well. What do you think? Is this AWH Leo's time over here? Are they going to reach 150 and prolong the series right here?
Well, exactly. This is the time for a comeback right now. If GodL doesn't come back, they are only leading left with 30 points to just cover up. And AWH Mishal with those analytic kills is just deadly on toward God, like getting those frags for the team. 122 points on the board, 50 points lead coming up for the team. And we can see Hunter Killer Drone coming up and getting those 2 frags from that thing. We can see GodL trying those level best for getting those kills from the shotgun, but that is quite late right now. Lezra gets 1 frag onto the team. 79 is to 130, 131, and the scoreboard is checking right now. We can see 2 sides for whole 2 sides A and B for team AWH Leos, and they are getting the points because of that. We can see GodL taking up B side, but that's too late for right now because on C side we can see 2 or 3 players of team AWH Leos already staying there. We can see GodL coming up from their spawn, trying to take up that C side, but A side is just not being leaved by team AWH Leos. More 5 points and they'll be taking up this match for themselves. One more frag comes up, but that's quite late right now because only 3 points are left for them right now. Okay, one more frag and we can see a one more frag on that side, and 150 is to 89. That is the main thing we can see here. 2 is to 1 coming up for team AWH Leos, 1 for AWH and 2 for Godlike.
Well, yes, this was definitely needed, and people be happy because we are definitely gonna see the 4th match, and possibly if AWH Leos continue this passion in the next game as well, we are definitely gonna see the 5th game as well. The next game coming up will be Hardpoint on Raid, and Raid is a special map because yesterday in the semifinals, Revenant Esports defeated AWH Leos in the very same map. However, the mode was different. That was search and destroy, and today it's going to be Hardpoint. However, if there's some issue of the team with the map, that could possibly be a disadvantage for them in this game. On the other hand, Godlike were performing pretty good in the previous games in those maps as well, in the map of Raid as well. So let's see if they can go along and win this fight. On the other hand, Leos, if they win this, we will be having a decider. Otherwise, it's going to be Godlike. This is the 3rd placement match going on right now. We are in the EsportsXO Champions League Season 1, Day 5. After this, day after tomorrow, we are going to witness the grand finals as well. But as of now, enjoy this match, Godlike versus Leos, coming back in a short while with the 4th game of the afternoon. Hello, people. The fourth game of the afternoon starting out right now. Hardpoint on raid. On the red side, Gorilla Squad is being taken care of by Godlike Esports. On the blue side, on the Special Forces, we've got AWH Leos. This is going to be a best of five. This is the third placement position match going on right now. Best of five format. 2-1 is the score. Godlike starting out at this hardpoint game. Leos again need to win this one in order to force a decider. On the other hand, Godlike just need to win one more game. However, in the previous game, Leo showed why they had reached the semifinals. They've got the spirit, they've got the gunpowder, they've got all that it needed. It's all that is needed in order to get that win. It's just missing something here and there, and probably if they can collect themselves and go for a good fight, which they actually showed in the previous round,
Woohoo.
definitely another win is waiting for them. As of now, Godlike starting out with the lead, a 14-0 lead coming up, a 14-10 lead coming up. However, AWH Leos catching back pretty strong once again. A close match coming up over here. Already we've seen one hardpoint game that was won by Godlike. That was on the map of Summit. Godlike is pretty good in the hardpoint map, with their strategy being a slow and steady start. They say like Godlike is like, we may start slow, but definitely we'll catch up, overtake you while the game ends. So that is something to worry about for AWH Leos. They should definitely go for a lead as soon as possible, but they must keep that in mind that Godlike accelerates pretty fast, and once they get the momentum, they can easily catch up to you. With that in mind, AWH Leos fighting out over there. A 7-point lag over here. Leading the way is Godlike Esports. Pressurized is AWH Leos. Let's see how can they do it. The next hard point already coming up. 25 seconds, 35, 45 seconds already on the clock. 29 is to 30. The score is going pretty strong. Mridul, we have already seen a hard point game, and exactly the situation was somewhere around this. The score was pretty good, pretty similar till a certain point. After the third and fourth hard point, we had Godlike just accelerating and taking a big lead and eventually winning the round as well. Do you think the same thing is going to repeat in this match, or AWH Leos will learn from the mistake and stop Godlike at certain point and reach the 150 mark first?
Well, as Hardpoint is getting repeated, we can see AWH Leos taking up that 40-point lead for themselves, but the Hardpoint is already locked on 69 is 29. That is exactly a 40-point lead for themselves. 4 more seconds and one more Hardpoint is gonna come up. GodL is taking up those frags in the lockdown right now and gets that Hardpoint for themselves on the corner right now. We can see AWH Michal going for those frags on the side, but GodL is just right now holding with that chopper for themselves, getting those frags up and taking up that lead back from them right now. What exactly AWH has got for themselves? 40 more seconds, and I think so they'll come up for a 20-point lead. Oh my freaking god, GodL goes for that 3k right now. Vortex is just right now proning down with that Bison and getting those frags for the team. Right now flanking for the team, and Lezra goes down. Okay, Mino gets second down. Lezra gets one more for the team. 69 is to 62. The hardpoint can be taken back by the AWCs, but GodL is just not allowing that, and the scores have been equalized by GodL. Clock is ticking up for the team, and they could get a 10-point lead for themselves. Let's see if they can win this game. They can just finish the match right now and go for a 3-1 victory in the third placement match. And if AWH Leos win this match, they'll go for a decider against GodL in the search and destroy map, and that will be in Hackney at Gamepreneur.
Well, yes, I see the story getting repeated, some kind of a deja vu over here, because already Godlike taking a 30-point lead. They were lagging a few minutes ago, but now they've come back so strong. The previous hard point was in total control of Godlike, and this hard point also looks pretty good for these guys. On the other hand, AWH Leos stuck at 69. Now they cross up the 70-17 mark. However, on the other hand, Godlike looking pretty good. 98 mark, and the Predator missile will get Godlike, Vortex, and Mino over there. Now AWH Leos accelerating their side of the point as well. They are catching up to Godlike over here. 25 seconds left on the clock. If they can hold on for the 25 seconds, they are definitely gonna come close and probably lead the way as well. But Godlike is not letting that happen with such ease. They are trying to figure it out, and they are lagging right now. We have AWH Leos now coming back stronger. I think the next hard point is going to be the most crucial one. in this match. 93 is to 112. AWH Leo is definitely leading the way. If and only if they can control the next hard point, they will be winning this one. They have to make sure to not letting Godlike keeping their hands on the next hard point. This is going to be the most important one. Let's see if they Godlike can make a way to the next hard point, or will AWH Leos continue the streak and probably force a decider in this match.
Well, yes, exactly. We saw 10 points coming up in that hard point for AWS Leos, but they are losing up that lead against Godlike. GodL has got 30 seconds for themselves to hold all to the B side and get that thing for themselves. Right now, they are getting those points on the side, getting up those frags from the team. Predator missile has been used by Freedom. Can he get that frags from the team? Vortex getting up one frag. Mishal taking it down. Vortex with that annihilator, and I think so they have gone towards 114. Okay, getting up those points again. 10 more seconds to hold down the side, but now AWS Leos has gone towards the side. Okay, GodL again coming up. This is exactly neck to neck we are talking about. Both the teams are not on the side, and okay, last 3 seconds, and AWS Leos gets that hard point on towards 131, but that is not a good lead right now. If GodL takes up a side, they are on the side which on which the next hard point is gonna come up, and they are going for that score points on the board. 50 more seconds on the scoreboard. This is the decider right now. If one team holds the side right now, they'll get to the exact position they need, or the decider, or the 3 versus 1 we're gonna see, or if we're gonna see a 3-2 right now. We are seeing right now Gorilla scored Godlike for 133 points, but the side has been taken by AWS Leos. 136 ticking up on the clock. 30 more seconds onto the clock. 10 more points for Leos. GodL again coming up 133, but they gets taken down. 142 is to 133. Okay, 144. Last 5 points onto the side, and they'll win this match, but they have again been stalled. Okay, again been taken up. Lesra gets taken down. 1 more point, and this match has been won by AWH Leos. Now we will go on to the decider against Godlike. That will be in Hackney, and that will be the mode will be for you search and destroy.
Well, what an amazing performance coming up by AWH Leos. For a fraction of a second, I was worried about Leos over here because Godlike was somewhere catching up in the third last hard point. But after that, Leos got control of the second last hard point, and the final hard point for sure crossed the 150 mark. But once again, what a close match coming in. The people, the audience are going to be thrilled to wait and enjoy the final game of the evening, people. This is the third placement point match going on between AWH Leos and Godlike Esports, a best of 5 format, out of which the current score stands 2 for Godlike and 2 for Leos. The next match, search and destroy mode on Hackney Yard, coming in a couple of minutes. Let's wait for it. Let's head back to the lobby, and as soon as the team gets ready, we will be back with the final game, the decider game of the afternoon. Well, hello, people. The final game of the afternoon starting out right here, right now. What a day it has been. Only a single match, but what teams these are. None of the teams are letting it go so easily. They will fight it till the
I
last
don't have
breath,
time for
till
this.
the last moment. Godlike on one hand, on the defender side, and we have on the attacking side, on the Gorilla squad, AWH Leos. Let's see. Okay, people leaving the game might be a glitch over here. We'll be reconnecting right back. Don't go anywhere, people. Till then, I'd like to request you make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man, because EsportsXO is gonna bring in immense tournaments starting with Call of Duty Mobile. If you are an esport fan, lot of action coming in from EsportsXO. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and yeah, we'll just head on to the lobby and get back with the match in a few more seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go.
Well, yes, people, here we are starting out with the game. 4 or 5 people, 9 out of 10 people have connected. Just waiting for the fifth guy on the attacking side. That's going to be Leos.
Enemy
Overall, a
contact.
great game coming up, a great show coming up. We had Hardpoint and Search and Destroy in the start first two modes. That was won by Godlike Esports. However, Leos under that pressure performing pretty amazingly because they are able to hold on to the match, and that's why we are getting to see this decider right now. The next two more, Domination and Hardpoint, has been won by Leos, and that's how we are here with the final game of the evening. Talking about this game, it's going to be Search and Destroy on the Hackney Yard. We've only had, I guess, one previous match on Hackney Yard. Mridul, what do you think? This is a pretty new map. I think if I remember correctly, it was added in this November, somewhere November or December. I don't remember properly, but yeah, a recent addition to the CODM map. Oh, the teammates moving out again. No worries, people. Might be a technical issue on one of the players' side. We'll be getting right back. It's definitely not going to be a 1v5 situation over here. We'll just get back to the lobby, and I promise this time we will be really starting out with the game as soon as the team gets ready.
It's a draw. Stand down.
Well, there we are, people. Fingers crossed. I hope that all the teammates have got the proper connection, no glitches this time. And finally, we are gonna starting out all this thrill building up, and this is some
Destroy the
kind of a great
objective.
movie
And defuse the
coming to
bomb.
a final end right here, right now. AWH Leos going against Godlike, and yes, everyone is connected. We are starting out with the match. Search and destroy on Hackney Yard. As we were discussing earlier, Yard been a been a recent addition to the map, and checked out quickly. It was November indeed, added in November 2020. So yeah, almost the competitive teams definitely would have grinded in this one, but compared to the classic maps like Standoff, etc., this is comparatively
Oh,
very new, literally a few months old. Definitely will be an impact on the overall game. As of now, we see that the attackers
Next
getting
round.
wiped out over here. Godlike defending it pretty well in the first round. With that, we have Godlike winning this. Mridul, before this, we already had a search and destroy map, which
Defend the
was
objective.
indeed won by
Defuse the
Godlike
bomb.
Esports. Do you think they have an edge in this mode? And how do you think this map is gonna impact the overall game. Godlike on the defense, Leos on the attack.
Well, exactly for a chance we saw on Hardpoint, Godlike have lost against Team AWH. So talking about this search and destroy, GodL is real good in defending. We have seen them even attacking in the defending side. So that's a great point for themselves. They are getting those early frags onto the team. Gets Michelle right now. One player is surviving on the attacking side. Mino going in for the frag towards him, and he is charging right straight towards Leo's 420. We have seen 420 taking up 2 frags in the last round, and but getting wiped out from the other teammate. Okay, Prism and Mino were taken down because of him, but right now we can see a 3 versus 1 happening in. Bomb has not been planted. The bomb is away from him, and Dante gets a frag onto himself. Gets 2 points on the scoreboard for Team Godlike.
Well, yeah, Godlike showing great performance. So we are not letting even that plant come up, let alone look at a retake. They don't even have to go for a retake. We again have a 5-5 position, the third round starting out right now. Leo somewhere struggling, and look at that. Godlike
Whoa!
using that map to the fullest over there. They have good knowledge, it seems, coming up at cheeky angles and
Right.
definitely taking advantage of those surprise flanks on the other team. We have a sniper held over here. However, the angles are not properly known and definitely gonna impact the overall game. As of now, on the attacking side, we have Leos in the previous 2 games. They've lost this one. Let's see if they are able to get a plant over there, staying slow over
Whoa!
here, moving in slowly. Again, a kill comes in, a duel comes in with that. God like Dante will be winning that duel once again. It's a 5v3 position. Hearing that footstep over here, I think he is aware
Whoa!
there are people surrounding him. A 3-point 1v3 position over
Whoa!
there. Gets one, moves back, gets traded off, but that trade will definitely be in favor of Godlike Esports because they have the
Whoa!
man advantage. Again, a duel coming in, but this time equalizing it yet again from a 4v3 position. Now
Whoa!
we are down to a 2v1, and AWH Leos looking out pretty strong over there, destroying 3 of Godlike's player. With that, they have the man advantage right now. The tables have turned. At one point,
Ooh.
Godlike was leading the way.
Lost that one, but
Freedom
it's not over
confirming
yet.
this
Not
round for
yet.
themselves. Good round coming in. The gunpowder being shown by WH Leos. They are definitely getting somewhere surprised by those cheeky
Destroying the
angles.
objective.
However,
We
in
have
a
the
duel,
bomb.
they are showing a good competition over there. Finally, a 2-1 position coming up. The grenade comes in. He dodges this one. Lesra again coming forward, checking those angles. Meanwhile, the other guy coming in with a sniper. Once again, Leos getting the early kill over there. Again, a
Whoa.
5v4 position, which is down to a 5v3 position. Plenty of time on the clock. The clock is not the problem for the attackers. They will reach the side. They will go for a plant.
Bomb has been
Well
planted.
defended. 5 people ready to defend the entire side. The smokes will be planted, and
Whoa.
Godlike's team moving in. But however, while they move in, they all will be picked off one by one. Lesra, the last guy standing, gets taken down as
Lost that
well.
round, but it's
Once
not over
again,
yet.
Leos
Plenty of it.
looking pretty strong in the first 2 rounds. There might be some kind of trouble to start reading out the map and the game style of Godlike over here. But definitely in the next two
Defend the
rounds, they did
objectives.
their
The
info.
enemy has
They
the
got the
bomb.
info they needed. They performed on it, executed on it, and now have equalized the map with that. Godlike at 2 and AWH Leos also at 2. And the overall series of the best of 5 also at 2-2. Moving forward, Midul, what do you think? Who's going to take this
Whoa.
round? The team taking this round will definitely again be in a lead. And as of now, I see Godlike doing that.
Well, exactly. We are seeing 8 Leos just studying the strat of God, like what exactly they were doing in the first 2 rounds and taking a charge onto that. We can see Redflix and Freedom just
Well,
barging onto God,
We
like,
have the
and
bomb.
just leaving them inside that side and getting those frags for themselves.
Well, yeah, Leos
The bomb
at
has been
4-man,
planted.
God, like the last defender, Vortex, moving in with that sniper. It's going to be very tough. Leos with a triple round coming up. That's going to boost up their confidence very much. They are going to skyrocket at this point if they win this one,
Lost
which
that
I
round,
think
but
they
it's
are
not over
pretty
yet.
confident about.
Plenty of
Yes,
it.
they win this one pretty easily. They will have an edge over the attackers, which are now gonna be Godlike Esport. A switch of sides coming in, 2-3.
Destroying the
Godlike need to
objective.
perform on the
The enemy
attacking
has the
side.
bomb.
That's no, or there's no other option. This is the final game. A few more rounds coming in, people. Maximum, we are gonna see 4 rounds coming up over here if Godlike manages to win them all.
Whoa.
Let's see what happens. But look at that. Godlike trying to dash in into the side, but they'll be greeted with heavy bullet, heavy gunfire.
Bomb has been
AWH
planted.
Leos, wow, they are not letting these guys come up at all. 4 continuous losses definitely gonna have a big impact on Team Godlike over there. However, this round not yet lost, but it's a 1v4 position. And while I say this, it's been lost. AWH Leo Smridul, 4 consecutive round. Not a joke against a team like Godlike. Where
Flush
do you
that
think
bell.
Godlike
Stunner
is
ready.
lagging over there?
Ready up.
Because 4 continuous losses is definitely something is definitely missing somewhere.
Well, exactly. The strategy of Godlike has been studied right now, and Leos
Sensor
is
checked.
exactly doing what
Plant
we
the bomb.
say a break for a break right now for attack. They are going for attack, even if they are defending, and that's quite working for them. GP.
Well, yeah, Leo's 420 now holding back over there, a 5v5 position. Godlike once again trying to make their way, but they're not covering the angles. What is happening over there? This was
Whoa!
quite an obvious
Plant the
angle,
bomb.
and Mashal definitely will take advantage. He'll be like, okay, you don't want to spot me. I will definitely
Bomb
take
has been
you down. And
planted.
that's exactly what's happening over there. A 4v3 position coming up. The attackers struggling to find their way. They haven't got the
Oh
plant yet. A
my!
1v1 duel coming up, but Leo's looking very strong over there. Godlike down to their one guy. This is gonna be very good for Leos. They've already reached the match point. Amazing work by these
Bomb
guys.
defused.
Wow. AW Leos winning
Flush
yet
that
another
bell.
round.
Stunner
2 is to
planted.
5 is the
Ready up.
score. Godlike, man, you gotta perform right now. There's no other way. The final decider coming up. Leos, Mridul, they had a 2-0 lag, lost their first
Destroy
game, lost
objective.
their second game, won the third, won the fourth. Now this
Plant
close
the
to
bomb.
winning the fifth and final game of the evening. A few more shots, a few more takedowns, and this is gonna be theirs. The third placement point is getting won by AWH Leos. Well, let's stay positive for both the teams. Let's see if Godlike can pull them out of this mess, pull themselves out of this mess, because now they have to win 4 of the 4 rounds in order to win from here. If they are able to pull out a magic like that, man,
Whoa!
my mind will be blown out. Well, it's definitely very tough. And Leo's starting their magic once again. They've got the first kill over there. Look at Leo's 40 stay 420,
Ooh.
staying low over there, maintaining his position. That definitely got him his kill over there. However, Leo still, Godlike still have to do something over there. A 5v3 position. Once again, a duel comes in. One trade comes in with that. Godlike a bit better over here. A 3v4 position
Ooh.
moves back. Godlike Lesra, but he hasn't been spotted yet. I mean, he has been spotted and he has got taken down. A 4v2 position. Leos, they are looking pretty confident. They are this close from winning the third position point. Godlike, on the other hand, the bomb is nowhere to be found.
Well, exactly. We can see right now Prism and Dante onto the attacking side against a
Leo's team. This is going to be very, very tough. 4 defenders against 2 attackers. Will Godlike will be able to pull this off? It's going to be really, really tough at this point. A 3v2 position. One kill comes in and he's moving in slowly. But on the right side, we have 2 of their guy again. A duel comes in. A 3v1 position. This is the
Oh.
last guy standing. All hope standing on this guy. But Godlike gets taken down with that AWH Leos winning 3 back-to-back game. They lost the first 2, but what a team this is. Came back so strong. That's how you perform in a game like this. A 3-2 final points, and with that, AWH Leos
It's a
will be
draw.
winning
Stand
this
down.
one. Overall, people, we had the best of 5. Freedom will get the MVP in the final game. Overall, look at that. Thick Boy, an immense support throughout the tournament for his team. Didn't perform in the final game. However, he is a strong pillar out of these 5 guys and has been performing consistently for the team. On the other hand, talking about godlike esports, definitely were looking pretty good in the first 2 game, and I was pretty confident, man. They are going to convert it in the third game, and the match is going to stop then and there. But that's where AWH Leo's true power comes into picture. The spirit they had, man, in such a pressure, in such a low state. They won the previous, won the third game, won the fourth game,
Yes, exactly. Won the fifth game
of
also.
$25 and will be taking this home at the third position.
Well, yes, exactly. That's what we have seen right now. Winner team is exactly for you. AWH Leos, the immense support in the chat for the players we have seen for themselves. Godlike, also a great try by them. They won the first 2 games against AWH Leos, just damaging them right now. But a comeback, a great comeback, exactly taking up 3 games in a spree right now and got that win for themselves against Godlike. They have got the third position and a share in the prize pool of 25 USD for themselves. So a great congratulations to team 8WH Leos for winning this third placement match. And what are your exact last words, GP, for this team?
Well, yes, this is exactly the evening I was hoping for. Got that. But people, remember, this was the third placement point. Imagine the thrill you will be getting in the finals, in the grand finale of the CODM Champions League, brought to you by EXO Esports. The grand finale are to be played day after tomorrow. That's going to be the 30th. Be sure to be here. It's going to be a best of 7 format played between Revenant Esports and 3RB. Yet again, one Indian team and one international team fighting out for the lion's share of $100 overall. There are prize pool for the second, of course, and for the MVP as well. MVP of the tournament is going to be rewarded with $25 as well. People, the final words are going to be stay safe. Enjoy the streams, enjoy the game. All the community is with you. EXO Esport, stand strong with all the COVID warriors. With that, I'll be taking your leave. This is Gamepreneur. With me is Mridul. We'll catch you up in the grand finale on the day after tomorrow. Mark your calendar. We'll be right back with the game in 2 days. Till then, don't go anywhere. Enjoy your day. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.